check Smyth. Okay, are we? What are you doing, dude? I can't see if the webcam's doing the. Okay, there we go. So it seems to be working and such. So I'm doing an update video. I've been meaning to do this update video for like 10 centuries, but for some reason, I don't know. I just haven't felt like it. So, but now I figured I'm doing it. Right now I'm working on my file on Tales of Xillia 2. I figured I'd take a break and finally get this update video done, you know? Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm playing Tales of Xillia 2, so that means I got my PS3. Finally, jeez. But what happened was I actually got a different one because Sony like customer service, they're apparently retarded. So yeah, basically it took months and something kept going wrong. Like they would claim that the they would they would claim that like the money we sent wasn't there, or this or that, or shenanigans or whatever. I need to move this because it's in the way. I'm also playing Adventure Capitalist, so yeah. But anyway, so basically, yeah. So we kept on going back and forth. There was a problem here, a problem there. They're completely retarded, and yeah. So we figured, screw that. Enough is enough. We're just gonna go ahead and we went to a pawn shop, got the same model of PS3 for like $60, which was $20 cheaper than what they were gonna charge for fixing mine. And since they were gonna wipe mine anyway, I figured, what the hell? Why not? So yeah, much easier that way. So yeah, I got my PS3. I had to re-download everything, and all my DLC and games and such. Well, most of them I didn't, or there were some games I was never going to play again, so I didn't bother with that. But yeah, so I'm working on catching my file back up on Xillia 2. I was about 10 hours into the game, so yeah, I'm working on that. So that's cool. Finally got my PS3 back. It's good stuff, and yeah. And what else? Yeah, I should mention. Recently my receiver died. If you don't know what the receiver does, basically it's what makes my Xbox 360 controller work. So now, since it's not working, I can't play any game that requires a controller, and every LP I'm doing requires a controller, so I can't record any of my LPs until my receiver gets here. But luckily my new receiver should be here in a few days. Today's the 22nd. It should be here around the 24th. So yeah. So hopefully that will. Yeah, I was actually using. Let me show you this. This piece of crap right here. This generic Xbox 360 controller. I started temporarily using it. Then it died. I mean, it sucked anyway, but I mean, at least it worked sort of. I had to use like Joy to key with most things because it's stupid, but yeah, it started working and then it just died. So I'm currently unable to play any game that requires a controller, if I could speak English. And of all the games I'm playing now, the only game on my laptop that I'm currently playing that I don't need a controller for is The Witcher 2. Every other game I need a controller for, so it kind of screws me over. But luckily, got my PS3, so I can play that in the meantime, and it's good stuff. So let's move on to other stuff. Oh, yeah. I can show you my glass if you haven't been seeing me sip this. It's a pretty cool glass. It's like a glass inside of a container, so it keeps your drink cool or warm, depending on what it is. Only problem I have with it is it's not the biggest glass, but it's still cool though. It says Aladdin on the front of it. Sweat-proof, BPA-free, dishwasher safe. Aladdin, it was $2. So yeah, it says Aladdin on there if you can read that. I don't know if you can read it, but got my Orange Crush in there. It's good stuff. But let's move on to LP stuff, why don't we? So, Super Mario RPG Armageddon. Having a blast playing that, but unfortunately yesterday, which was the 21st, rather last night, the last episode I had of it went up. So right now I don't have any more. So on my next batch of videos, I'm probably just going to post this update video instead. So there won't be any more of that till my receiver gets here. But yeah, that game's going on pretty well. I'm really enjoying it. Then we have Final Fantasy VII New Threat, which honestly is probably one of the most fun projects I've done in a long time. I have like a serious backlog of that game. Like if I didn't record any more of it, like I could probably post an episode of it every day for like the next couple weeks. So I'm like way ahead in that game. It's just so much fun. It makes me not want to record any other game, you know? It's ridiculous. God, freaking game. But yeah. Also, I've been asked about this by a lot of different people. They've been asking about the music. Like, they've been asking me, do I put in the music myself, or is it already there, or what's the deal with that? Most of it's already there. It's part of the music mod I'm using, but some of the music's not there because the YouTube user that, you know, they got all the music from hasn't remastered all the songs. So some of them they don't have. In those cases, I just put in a song myself, you know, like a remastered song or whatever of my choice, which is cool. I kind of like to, you know, vary it, you know, get different versions of the songs in there. Also, it seems like whenever I sleep, there's no sleep theme and it glitches the mod. So like it'll like glitch out the songs and you'll just hear like the first couple seconds of the song over and over again. So in those cases I put in I put in the music over that myself. So some parts you might see me like laughing about the glitchiness or something and you won't understand why. Well, that's why, because I'm hearing a like the song all glitched and you're not. So because I put a different song over it. So yeah. So yeah, I figured I would just cover that real quick. Now, Suikoden Tactics. So here's the thing, it's done, but it's not done. Let me explain to you what that means exactly. For those that are following that LP, which really aren't that many of you, since it's easily my least popular LP, and my theory for that is most of you can't comprehend Suikoden's brilliance. I mean, that's just the way it is. Sad but true. But yeah, so I couldn't finish the game because during the final battle, the game keeps crashing. I don't know why, it just does. So there was nothing I could do about it. Like I tried like 4 or 5 times, and it's just I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But I mean, I do use PCSX2 for my PlayStation 2 games, which I mean it's a damn good program, but it just, you know, not all games run perfectly. Suikoden Tactics is one of those games that really doesn't. Luckily, Suikoden 5, it runs pretty damn good. I mean, maybe not perfect. There's some frame droppage occasionally, but for the most part, it runs pretty damn good. So yeah, I've started Suikoden 5, and did the first session, so I got 3 episodes of that ready to go. And I may have mentioned this before, but one of my dearest friends, Isabel, you may or may not know her as Ceres, she was interested in joining me for a session of Suikoden 5. We talked about it a while back. And then the other day, I reminded her about it, and she's still interested in doing it, and we're planning on having her join me for a session after Christmas when she's less busy, and I'm really excited for that. You know, because I never do stuff with people. You know, I mean, the last time I recorded anything with someone, it was actually her, like several years back when we did Secret of Mana. So I'm really excited about that. You know, I am. I mean, usually when I plan to do something with someone, it never ends up happening. You know, something happens, it just doesn't end up happening, and too much time passes, and it's like whatever. But you know, I think this is actually going to happen, so I'm hyped for this. You know, get hyped. It's going to be awesome. I mean, she loves Suikoden as much as I do, so it's going to be good stuff. So yeah, there's that, and then there's Castlevania, which seems to be a pretty decently popular project. So, people seem to enjoy it, which is nice. Probably because there's not a whole lot of LPs of that game on YouTube. At least I don't think. There could be a bunch of them. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. But yeah, the thing is, after Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, I don't know where to go from there as far as Castlevania goes. I mean, I haven't really planned that. I mean, what Castlevania do I do next? I suppose I could do the N64 Castlevania, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I suppose I could do that. There's there's some other there's like I think it's the MSX version of, it's like kind of like an alternate version of the original Castlevania that plays more like Castlevania 2, which is a pretty good game. I'm thinking I might do that game. And I could do Castlevania the Dracula X Chronicles for the PSP because that game's amazing. I may do that. And of course there's there's the Lords of Shadow series if anybody would like to see those. All three of them are on Steam. I still need to buy Lords of Shadow 2. I got the other two, but I still need to buy Lords of Shadow 2 and actually play through it before I record it. But I can definitely do Lords of Shadow and, Mirrors of Fate. Because I played through both of them. They're great games. And, yeah. And of course, there's the PS2 Castlevania games. Lament of Innocence and what's the other one? Curse of Darkness. Both great games. I could do those. So, yeah. And of course, I do plan on doing, we still got more Adventure Island games to do. Super Adventure Island would be next, followed by Super Adventure Island 2. And after that, I haven't really played any other Adventure Island games, so I don't know. But, yeah. And I should mention this. Recently, I got contacted by an indie developer. What are they called? Let me see. Let me go to my Twitter. Called Kuro Game Studio, I believe. Yeah, Kuro Game Studio. Apparently, they're an indie developer from Africa, and they, they got into contact with me, asked me if I would record their game, which is called Orion. I believe it's called Orion, which I kind of looked at, and it looks pretty cool. They actually sent me a free Steam key. I think the game's like $20, so that was pretty awesome of them to do. So I mean, they basically gave me the game for free, so I figured the least I could do is, do a video of their game. I mean, it's the least I could do. Well, technically, the least I could do is nothing, but it's not the answer way, to show off the indie games and stuff. But the game looks pretty cool. I watched the trailer of it and looked up some information about it. Apparently, it's an action RPG that is really influenced by the Tales series. And if you know me, I love the Tales series. So, and apparently, it's like steeped deep in like African mythology and such, which sounds pretty interesting. So, yeah, once I get my receiver, I definitely plan on recording that. Recording a video of it at least, and kind of seeing what people think. If people want to see more of it, maybe I'll record the whole game. Otherwise, I'll probably still play the rest of the game myself. We'll see how it works. We'll see what people think of it and go from there. So that's something to look forward to. Excuse me. Damn. But yeah. So I think those are I think I've covered all the projects we're currently doing. And like I said, it's December 22nd, so by the time this goes up, it'll probably be after Christmas. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain. More than likely, it probably will be. So, hope you guys are having a nice holiday and all that good stuff. And since we're getting close to the new year, excuse me, man, Orange Crush is giving me hiccups or something, I don't know. Yeah, since it's getting close to the new year, when we I'm probably going to do a 2017 outlook video, kind of talking about like what to expect in the new year and all that kind of stuff. Do like a, I guess, kind of a evaluation of 2016, that kind of thing. I might do that. That might be fun, right? Talk about the year I've had and the year I hope to have coming up, and all that good stuff. And yeah, it'll be good times. I just it has been a while since I've used this webcam. I literally haven't had it plugged in for quite a while. Yeah, one of my USB ports like stopped working, so now I have this. I think I've probably shown this before, but it's a USB port. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 USB ports in it. So yeah, I got my battery recharger in there. I got my mouse, got my headset in there, and of course the actual thing that goes into the laptop there. So got my webcam plugged in over here. So yeah, it's good stuff. Got my PS3 controller. It's good times. Got my 3DS. Yeah. Also, for some reason, my headset, this headset, which I use for my PS3, I can't get it to work. I don't know why. Yeah, it's Turtle Beach. For some reason, I don't know, it won't work. It worked before, but now it doesn't. I don't know. But I've noticed this is really complicated, compared to other headsets where you just plug it in the USB and boom, it works. Not this one. You got to plug it into the USB, and then there's another cord that you got to plug into the back of the TV. That's it's multicolored, and I don't know. Extremely complicated, but I can't get it to work. I've tried everything. I've messed with the settings. I've done about all you can really do, and it's just no. I don't know, man. So, headset no worky. It sucks. But I'm wearing my Batman Superman shirt. I don't even know where it came from. I just found it in my closet one day, so I wore it. I don't know where it came from. But that happens a lot. I'll go into my closet and for some reason or another, there'll just be a random piece of clothing I've never seen before. I don't know how that happens. It just does. So then it just kind of becomes mine, and yeah. And we got some spare double A's, so that's cool. And we got a sucker. I don't know why this is here. I don't like suckers, but it's cream soda flavored. Okay. I don't think that's something that should be a sucker, but okay. Whatever you gotta do, man. Whatever you gotta do. Gage is here. Hey, Gage. Gage! What are you doing? Wow, you look terrified. What the... Man! You probably can't see him from here because he's laying in my bed, but he's here. He's here, right? Yeah, he's laying there. Laying there like a bump on a log. I'm forcing him to wave at you, even though you can't see it from there, but yeah. Yeah. So I was having serious charger issues. My laptop charger just suddenly kind of I guess it died kind of, but it only charged the laptop if the cord was at a certain angle, and then just died altogether. So I had to share chargers with my sister, which, if you couldn't tell, is extremely annoying. But then I don't know, my dad fixed it. Now it works fine. I don't know what he did. There's all this tape around it right here, and now it works fine. So I don't know, but yeah, it works great, man. Got it plugged in over here. It's good stuff, and yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm taking a break from Tales of Zestiria, so I can finally finish Xillia 2. Yeah, I've been playing Zestiria like crazy. Such a great game, but obviously I had to stop playing it because of my whole receiver business, and yeah. Now I'm playing Xillia 2, and it's good stuff. And yeah, I was just gifted Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition on Steam. Apparently Dark Souls is an extremely popular game. I know nothing about it, but yeah, it was just gifted to me for Christmas, so I don't know anything about it, but I hear it's really hard. I don't know why. I mean, after playing games like like ROM hacks and stuff like that, and difficulty mods. I can't see it's like stacking up to those kind of things, but who knows? Apparently, it's a really hard game, but I don't know. So I may have to check that out, see what it's all about, and go from there. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Probably forgetting something. In fact, I'm sure I am, and I probably won't think of it until after this video is done. I'm off doing something else. That's how it usually works. But yeah, we've been recording for over 20 minutes, so. But yeah, I'm just glad I finally got this update video out of the way, because I've been meaning to do it for so long. I just haven't really felt like it, you know? Just haven't really felt like it. I don't know, man. Just haven't really felt like it. That's just the way it to be. Here's my wallet. Have I ever shown this wallet off? I don't know. Have I? Probably, but yeah, I bought it off of eBay for like $2. And it's the most epic wallet I've ever had. So, I got my driver's license in there, my social security card, my Metal Edge card from GameStop that I haven't used in like 10 years. Oh man, I don't even remember what this does. It's probably one of those things where, like, I don't know, you buy like a certain number of games and then you get like 50% off of the next game or something like that. I don't know. But it's still in here. Like I said, I haven't used it in so long. I don't even know if it's still valid. I've got no money. I haven't had money in this wallet in probably like 15 years. Because all my money is always like electronic, so I haven't had like actual physical money in forever. So that's a thing. That is a thing. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, hope you're having a good holiday and such and such and things 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 and such and things. Okay, anyway. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. Good stuff.